Hi, we are live. Hi, good morning, everyone who are watching us today as a live or a replay. Good morning, good evening, and good night to everybody. Um, those who don't know me, I am Jansi Roy, currently living in Adelaide, South Australia. I'm a mom of four children, grown-up children, and I'm a nurse. I also am from India, originally from India. I've been here in this country almost 17 years. Now, in this program, live program, I have got three special guests today joining with us live, and they are my coach, Sharon Rashad from USA. She's also a nurse, and Tracy is from Melbourne, and she's my business associate, and Nisha Anup, she is my mentor. She's from the UK. So they are joining with us live today. I welcome three of you to the live program today. We are discussing today about the few business questions like normally people ask about the business. Normally they have some doubts about this online business. So I'm asking questions. So they have been in this business for a while. So they will give us a good answer for my viewers to listen. So before we go to the questions, could you please introduce yourself one by one? And after the introduction, can you please tell what is your why to join this online business?
Yeah, sure. So, whom should you start with?
Start with the big boss, maybe, coach.
Okay, I'm not a boss. I'm my own boss. Yeah, I'm my own boss. Okay. So, thank you, anybody who is watching us. Thank you, Jan Stacey, for inviting us for today's live. Basically, as Jan Stacey already introduced us, so I am Sharon Rishad. Myself and my husband is doing this business together. So, we are currently living in Pennsylvania, USA, with both our RNs. So we both are from healthcare field. At the time when we started this business, we were in Ireland. So as Jan Shashi asked, like, what's my why is basically at the time I did this business. I started this business 3.5 years ago at the time when it was pandemic. So, at the time of pandemic, like people will not come to healthcare workers' house because we are like pandemic carriers and we don't have any our children to be looked after anywhere, and we have to go for work because at that time everybody was falling sick, and we were in great need for healthcare staff. So I was working in ICU, and so was my husband was working as a manager in a aged care facility. So we were both needed, much needed, more than the usual time, while our kids were alone home, themselves, and that is very much eye awakening for me at that time. Not only the physical tiredness at the time, because I couldn't work any overtime, because with the COVID gears and all, it was so much difficult and suffocating. At the same time, I had a second thought, so if that is a situation to me, and I was seeing like my colleagues are actually falling sick and could never come back for work, especially when they are like a sole income earners in their family. And I saw literally from with my eyes how the families are stuck by doing that. So I thought, like, what a foolish thing that I'm doing, that I'm just looking depending upon just one source of income. If I want to go for work physically, that's the only way that I can take home money. That is not a wise thing to do at all, especially if you have somebody who is depending on you. So that is so much awakening for me. At the same time, I did not want a second job. So I was thinking, like, okay, I had a family. As Jansis already introduced, I have two girls. So girls need like parents. Not only girls, boys also need parents. But like, as a mom, I want to be with them, right? So I did not want to compromise that time, or the compromise that quality time with my children, to be, because as a nurse I can be replaced, but as a mom I cannot be replaced, right? So I have to be as there as a mom. So I need extra money, but I don't have extra time. So that is why I was looking for something to do from my home, which is online business was a option. So we will come into the intricacies of that later on. But passing over to you, to Tracy or Nisha.
Okay, I'll go. Thank you, Jancy JC, for this time, and good morning, good evening, and good afternoon for everyone that's watching all around the globe. So, as you know, we are a global business, and I'm so glad to be part of it. So I'll introduce myself. So I'm Tracy from basically from Kerala, India. I've been here in Melbourne, Australia for the last more than 14 years. I live with my husband and my two kids who are 10 years old and 6 years old. So they're still quite young. And I work as an associate nurse unit manager in one of the children's hospital here in Melbourne. So as you can imagine, so I started this digital business like almost three. It's going to be almost 3 years. So you can imagine my kids were very little at that time. So then now they're 10 and 6 years old. So they were very little at that time when I started this business. So when I started, I was already working as an associate nurse unit manager. Like I was bringing home a lot of work as part of my portfolio from my workplace, which was actually like a bit too much for me and my family. I tried my best. As we go up the ladder, our accountability and responsibilities increase, and so does our stress as well. I tried my best, but then one day I was thinking to myself, is it all worth it? Like, the amount of time I spent, sacrificing for my kids and my family. Is it even worth it? For what I'm getting, the reputation that I'm getting, or the recognition I'm getting at work. And that made me think about maybe I should look for something else in the background. I never thought about quitting nursing because nursing has always been dear to my heart and is always will be. But at the same time, there are so many other things that are affecting us, like both mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. So, and it's not just money alone. Where as nurses, my husband's also a nurse, so if we need to just make money, we can all go for overtime and just make money. But money is not all about it, especially when your children are growing. And hearing a lot of stories from other parents, and parents that come to ICU. So because I work in a pediatric ICU, I hear a lot of stories of kids, which made me feel like, I need to, like, made me more guilty, like, that I'm not spending enough time with my kids. And this is the golden time that I can spend with them. There's no use of spending time with them when we are old, and when they really are busy with their lives. So I thought, like, I need to have something that can supplement my income that I'm going to reduce my hours for. So that's how, when I was looking, I found this business. And my mentor Sharon, that time she was in Ireland. So I met her and I thought, okay, she's the same person like me. She has got two kids. She's an ICU nurse. I am also an ICU nurse. So we could connect to each other very quickly. And obviously, like, online business was not my thing. Like, I never even did online shopping. But it was an eye opener for me as she went through the steps of it and everything. And that's how I'm here now. Over to you, Nisha.
First of all, thank you, Jansi Chechi, for inviting me for this live interview. It's a great pleasure. And myself, as they all said, I mean, I'm also a nurse. And I'm settled in the UK. I'm a wife and a mom to a little boy. He is now 7 years old. So, like everybody's why, like as a nurse, even because we all know that our life is getting more and more expensive every day. So, like most of the nurses, even I was doing the same thing, doing overtime, picking up that extra shifts. So, but at the end of the day, I was not happy because I always believe that my son deserves my time. and my son has special needs. Like if you compare with other kids, he needs more attention, he needs more care, and he needs more time. But at the end of the day, I was unable to give him that time which I want to give him more. So I was looking for something that I can do from home, and that's how I joined in this business. And one more thing, like so there is one more option, like for nurses, like they can climb up the ladder, and there's an option actually. But for me, that is not an option, because as I said, I cannot trade more much of my time, because even I cannot invest much time, because I cannot go to any college or anything like that. I want something that I can do from home at my own time, actually at my own time. It should be more flexible. So when I saw this business, actually the flexibility of this business is the most important thing which I got attracted, and that is how I joined in this business. And when I saw Sharan Chechi, she even when I was she's my mentor and coach, and when I saw that time she was in Ireland. That time she was already cut down her working hours. She was doing part time, and she was most of the time she was with her kids. Actually, that is my thing. That attracted me, and that is why I joined in this business.
Oh, thank you so much, Sharon, Tracy, and Tanisha. Thank you so much. Like you all, I think everybody have got their own why we started this business. Same with me. I don't have any experience, but my husband had a business in UK. So we know how hard it is to open a business, your own business. Behind that, there is a lot of hard work there. So I joined this. My why is actually, as I am approaching my retirement age, I don't want to break my back or my shoulder when I retire. So I was literally looking, and I still got my mortgage. So I was literally thinking, oh, if I can join this, maybe after some time I may be able to pay off my mortgage, or even continuous payment of my mortgage after my retirement. That was a very, very big question in my head. How do I pay my mortgage? How do I pay all my bills? Because my pension are not enough for all these expenses. That's why I joined this business, and I never regret even a single minute. I never regret it. Thank you so much. And shall we go with our normal questions now? Thank you so much for your explanation. And I hope our viewers will have a good understanding why we need a side hustle. Okay, my first question is going to Sharon. um, so, why it is important to have a plan B for a working professional? So, Sharon is a nurse who is earning a good income and in a very good position, I know. And with that position, your skills, your good income, why did you think about joining a online business? Can you please explain that?
Yeah. Oh, of course, that will be my pleasure. So basically, if you are an immigrant, if you are a working parent, there are a few things that we need to consider, right? So first of all, you know that being in a like living, starting from scratch from a new country as an immigrant, it's not an easy task at all. We all come with a job, right? But the reality is that majority of the time, none of us we can just pay off the bill to live there, but we don't have any savings, right? Because life is expensive, especially when we bring our children or family from back from India or wherever, whichever country that we are from. We are actually promising them a good life. A good life comes up with like lot of expenses, right? So we cannot compromise on that. So for that we need money. When we spend that money that we are earning from our hard work, from our daily job, That's done. We don't have any more savings, no emergency fund, no retirement plan, no quality time. Majority of the times, the dreams that we had about our life in a foreign country just crashed down because we think that the reality is different, right? So that is why, so of course, that's an extra stream of income that we need. As Jansi already told, myself and my husband are both are nurses. We are actually earning good money. But the problem with the nursing, I'm not saying that nursing is a bad profession. It's a really good profession. I am very grateful that that's the reason that I came with the green card to US. And my family has a good life because of that. But when you are depending upon just that source of income, the problem is that what if, if we cannot physically go for work, or even if you're working from home, if you cannot do you clock in one time and clock off one time, that's the work from home experience for nursing profession. So I needed some flexibility, right? If something happens to our current income, which we are hardly paying off a bill with that, then if something happens to our current job, what we will do? What's our plan B? That's exactly, you need a plan B, right? And another thing that I wanted to know, I want to say, professionals, especially like nurses or the healthcare professionals, we are working really hard, right? So if you are actually looking for extra stream of income, extra work for extra stream of income, we're actually compromising a lot of time for ourselves, our family, the time that, our time, as Tracy or Nisha already mentioned, that our family deserve it more than anybody else. Going for full-time job, okay, going for your normal shift is fine, but picking up extra shift, that is, none of us like it, but we do it because we have no other choice, right? But what if there is a choice, right? If we are presenting you a good opportunity where you can actually earn much more money than picking up those extra shift, wouldn't you do that? you know so that is exactly what we are providing in here. That is the exact reason that I am doing as well, because I thought, okay, I am going for full-time work, I don't want to pick up extra shift. So that was my thing, because my time I need to give that to my family. And then what if you are, as Jansi already mentioned, what if you are actually approaching your golden years, your retirement age? You still have bills. Your bills will not go down. Your bills will always stay same, or you have more needs, because you cannot go for extra work, because your health is deteriorating as well as you're retiring, right? So at that time, what is your plan B? You still have your bill. Can you ask your parents at home, back home in India, or your friends and family? That's not an option, right? So that is why we need to have a solid stream of income at home, even if you cannot go for work. And another thing is that, not young parents, middle-aged parents like us, our kids are going to university. That is a big, huge chunk of money that we need. So that is 100%. It's not enough with our full-time job. So then another thing is that we have aging parents ourselves. So if they are sick, you need to have a stream of income where you can make money, even if you are actually not doing a job in here. You still have the mortgage to pay, but you still need to make money so that you can be with them for some time. And for that as well, as an immigrant, it's very important to have a plan B. I think these are my plan Bs. If any one of you can add something else, that's importance of having a plan B in a professional's life. Sorry.
Very good, Sharon. You explain well. I will just add as my experience, because I have got so many colleagues, my workmates, many of them have injuries, work injuries. So when the acuity in the hospital is increasing, and our workload is so much, stress level is increasing, and many people are getting injured, and there is less job satisfaction too. So if you have a second job or second income, it's much, it is well planned and well balanced, our financial side plus our mental health. That's how I think. And it is really very good, very wise plan, actually. Anything you want to add, Tracy or Nisha?
I think most of the points have been covered by Sharon and Janstechi. So I don't have much to add. So obviously, that's all what we are all thinking. Yeah, we all need I don't think there is anyone who never thinks about an emergency fund. These days, we are very even women, like, financial independence is a big thing for women as well. So it's not just the husband who thinks about the budget of the family. So it's also a thing that even women can also contribute to the budget of the family. And we feel very proud, and we have a sense of accomplishment ourselves when we can provide for that plan B as well, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Actually, we all know that we should have an emergency fund and we should have something for the retirement, everything. But the fact is, who all have that one? Who all have that ability? Who all have that money? We all know that we should have that one. But the thing is, at the end of the day, most of
Yeah.
the people we are paying our bills and we don't have that money.
Yes,
That's
we
it.
just live from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, all of you. Well explained. And the next question actually going to Tracy. Uh, what can you say about the legitimacy of our business? Could you please explain so that the viewers can have a good knowledge, or they have a good understanding about our business?
Yeah. Thank you, Janseji. So this is a question that was there in my mind when I clicked on Sharon's ad, or even when I was talking to Sharon, my whole mind was preoccupied. Is it legitimate? Is it genuine? Is it a fake thing? Is it a scam? All these things were there in my mind. And to add to all my skepticism, my husband said, like, this is an MLM, this is a pyramid scheme. There are so many ladies who have been fooled by this. So please don't get into all this. So this was a big thing for me. So, but somehow I really wanted to look into it. But then, as I told you before, I was a person who never did online shopping. Like, I was very skeptical even during like the COVID season, like when everyone was doing it like a normal thing. All these. So you can imagine how skeptical I was. But still, like, one thing that made me think was Sharon is a registered nurse. Her husband's a registered nurse. If they are doing it, like, nobody will do something scam at the stake of the profession, of a reputed profession that they have. And I was going through one of the researchers, and they like about the census taken in Australia. And I saw that nurses were one of the most trusted professions in the world. And we obviously know why it is, because we are very, like, we stand for integrity and all that. So like, no nurse or none of the professionals here would do that at the stake of the registration. Okay, we all know how hard it was for us to get through this registration, come to this country, do our English exams and all, and get here. And nobody will do that. The same thing for me as well. Like, I'm doing this business for the last almost 3 years, and I've been filing my taxes. And obviously, Nisha, Janseji, Sharon, everyone, like, we all are in different countries. We all do it in the respective countries. Like, we all file our taxes, and when we go to the taxation office, like, it's not a joke. Like, your each income that comes into your bank account is being recorded. And if it was a scam, like, we will never be here. And to add to it, we will never be showing our faces here as well. Like, if it is a pyramid scheme or something. And we all know, we all get the scam calls and everything. We never know who is calling us, or or like who is behind that call. We have no idea, isn't it? So here we are, like, showing you this opportunity, talking to you about this opportunity, showing who we are, what our families are. So I don't know, I don't think, like, we can hide that much if we are a scam. And moreover, like, talking about pyramid scheme and all that, we do have products and services that we offer our clients, like, with the pyramid scheme. I don't think they do anything like that. and people get into all this still, and but one thing that we are doing an affiliate marketing, and we are affiliated to a company that's already been around, like we are celebrating the 50th year this year. So we are all excited about that. And a company to be there for 50 years, we cannot say that it is not a reputed company. We all know, there have been so many scams around in this world, and we have heard about, how many years have they survived? Probably a few months or few years at the maximum. But to be in the field for 50 years, it's not a little thing. So I think that's what I have to add on to it. But if anyone wants to add on, please do.
I think I have few more points to add, if that's okay with Jansi Chechi. Yeah,
Yes.
so basically, as Preci already mentioned, like about the pyramid scheme and MLM. So I just want to say that yeah, schemes also have like products, you know. But the thing with the pyramid scheme is that pyramid scheme usually it's kind of an umbrella. Like, you know, the people on the top will always earn money, people on the bottom will never earn money. Okay, but in our program is a direct selling business model where you actually, as Pricey said, like, you know, Pricey joined after me, okay, Jancy joined after me, right? So Jancy or Pricey can actually level up or rank up more than me, or you can earn more money than me in our business model, which will never happen in pyramid scheme. Okay, and there are people in our community who is earning much higher than the founders of our community itself, which will never happen in a pyramid scheme. In a pyramid scheme, the person on the top are always the boss, okay, and they always earn higher, they always be on the higher rank. But that will never happen in our business model, which you can, if you are actually putting your work smarter, harder, you can actually do much better than the person who joined above you, and
Absolutely.
already, yeah, above, yeah, before you. So, and also, as Pricey already mentioned, our company is like 50-year-old, like, you know, half a century company, guys. So you cannot scam with that, right? So, and if their product is not good, or if their commissions are not paying off well, they will have like legal issues, you know. And also, our company or our business is actually flourishing now in all over the world, like, you know, the law enforced countries like United States, Canada, Australia, you know, Middle East, India, Singapore, Malaysia. There are offices in 174 countries, Europe, all over Europe. So if what we are doing is not legitimate, it won't be there this long, you know, that much I can say. And also, in our country, what we have to do is we have to give our social security number, which is a very sacred number, I would say. Like, nobody will give out the social security number if it is not legit opportunity, right? That means that you are actually saying to you know, government, okay, I'm earning money through this venture. And majority of the people, for me, I earn more money than my registered nursing profession. You know, I am in nursing for 22 years, and I am earning more money being in this business for 3 years. And I am actually talking to the government, hey, I am doing this business, and I am ready to pay taxes. Okay, that tax will go towards your retirement plan, like your what you call, you get money once you retire. So this tax that I'm paying right now will actually contribute. That means I can actually retire from my current job earlier. You know, because you have a significant stream of income as a side which you are paying taxes of. Okay, so yeah, so that is the points that I want to add. I think we cover almost all the points. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sharon. Tracy, well explained, actually. Very good. And I hope the viewers will have a very good understanding about our business. Now, the last question goes to Nisha. Um, so, what is this business and what are we doing? Are we selling any product? Can you please explain a little bit about this question?
Yeah, sure. Uh, mm, so first of all, the first question is, what is this business? Okay, yeah. So Sharon Jeji and Jansi Jeji told, what we do is affiliate marketing. So we are affiliated with a 50-year-old company, and we are doing marketing for them. And what we do is social media marketing. Okay, and in our system, we provide all the tools, systems, the sales funnel, website, everything for for a regular people, for a normal person like me, who wants to start a business, who wants to start a successful business. And on top of that, when you do this business, you will have a dedicated mentor and a coach to help you to to run this business throughout, not in the beginning. It will be still, I would say that from our conversation, Sharanjechi is my mentor and coach. So still, if I have any questions, any doubts in my business, the Sharanjechi is the first person I used to call. And we not only we have a coach and a mentor, and also we have a community, a worldwide community. And we have, if you have any questions, if you want any support, we can ask them. And they will help us to do they will help us to be successful in this business. So, and to start this business, I would say we don't need any experience, no technical skills required. Because when I come to this business, I was not having any technical skills. I don't know anything about technology, only some, as a nurse, basic things, that's it. My social media knowledge, my technical knowledge. But our training site is so good, actually. So it's all video based training we got. So what we do is, we can in one screen we can take the training, and in other screen we can do the business, we can set up the business, we can run the business. And that's how we are doing the training. And it is 24/7 access. And we have one-to-one, we have a weekly mastermind sessions as well. So that means every week, those who are successful in this business, those who are earning 5-digit, 6-digit income monthly, so they are they are explaining, they are teaching us what are the strategies they have used, how they are running this business, everything. So this is the business, and this is the support what we are getting in this business. And the next question is, we are not selling any products, and actually ours is an automated system. The 90% of the work is doing by the system. The remaining 10%, the marketing sides, only we are doing the marketing and everything. Even though we have products, everything, but all that things are doing by the system, not us. So that means we are not selling any products. Is there anything else? I think I covered.
I think Nisha covered everything. And
Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
add.
only
I can add a few things actually. Some people have some concerns that, why you are not talking about the product. Why you don't say that straight, and are you hiding something, right? So I just want to answer to that question, right? So it's not basically because our products are bad or something that we are not talking about the product. Our product is medically graded products. Okay, some doctors are recommending that as a part of their treatment plan. Okay, but the problem, the people who is actually doing this business outside our community, they are product selling this. They actually sell this product to rank up or earn money. But our concept, because in our platform, majority of the people who is doing this business are already professionals. They are already having like full-time job. Okay, product selling is not a simple thing. Product selling is like sales and marketing is an entirely different field, right? So for a professional like you and me to find out extra time to do that product selling, it's not easy. It's not feasible. Okay, our company gives us like excellent compensation plan. Okay, it's the people who is already doing this business and making this business work. They are saying it's a gold mine. Okay, which I am experiencing now as well, which I never realized that before I come into this business. Okay, but for that, you need to actually make that sales. But for us, do professionals like us, do we have actually time to do that sales? That's a question. That is why we have an automated system to do all these things for you, so that you can sit and relax. You can just focus on the marketing part. And there are actually system, the free webinar, there is a payment of 149, which is 30-day money back guarantee. You will get your full money back if you are not interested in this opportunity. Through that, you will actually come to know everything about the product, company, compensation plan, and everything. And you will also get access to a community of business owners where you can actually see there are people, scientists in our community. There are doctors in our community, engineers, IT professionals. Those are all in our community. You can see the people who are actually making like 5, 6, 7 figures monthly into this business. For people who are buying houses, retiring early, traveling around the world, you can see that. Okay, so when you see that, and then you can decide whether this is your cup of tea or not. Okay, and if this is not your cup of tea, that's fine. You will get your full money refund. Okay, if you are going ahead with that, then you will have a one-to-one coaching goal with us. With that 149, as Nisha already explained, we have all the tools, training, and marketing, everything that you need to build a proper digital, an A-class digital business opportunity. Okay, from home. That is all be provided with this just 149. You don't have to pay 149 every month. Okay, this is just one-time payment. That is only applicable if you are moving ahead with the opportunity. If you are not moving ahead, that's not a problem at all. You will get a full money refund. Okay, and we are actually entrusting that automated system to do this job for you, because the concept in our community is that we are actually leveraging time. Okay, leveraging time means that when you may be working, you are spending your time with your kids. Okay, or you may be doing self-care. At that time, will your business work if you don't have a system like that? But even if you are doing all of these things, you will have an efficient system to take care of your clients. That means they will get all the information through these webinars and through this pre-coaching video, even if you're working, sleeping, traveling. That is how we are leveraging time. That is the time leveraging concept. That is why we are not providing all the information upfront, so that's not the concept. Because why we are here is we need more time to spend time with our family. Okay, while our system will do all these things for us. I am working night shift, Jansi might be working night shift, or you are working in day shift. Doesn't mean that your clients don't deserve, or they won't get the right as we are tired, doesn't mean that you will not get the proper information. We might be missing some very important information. You are starting your own business. You deserve to have like very all the information in the right way, right? You don't have to wait until you finish your work, until we finish our work, or until we wake up from our sleep. You have everything at a stretch. All you have to do, you need to put like some trust in the system and go ahead with that, because we are saying that this is not a scam. Okay, we won't show our faces if it's a scam. Okay, if you can trust that this 149, what you are going to do with that? Your life is not depending upon that 149 anyway, right? So at that time, you can actually, and another thing I want to say, that there is investment in this business as like any other business, but compared to other traditional businesses, the investment in this business is much lower. And also the return of investment, if you work, this is not a get to rich quick scheme. What we are talking is maybe like an hour a day you need to spend behind this, but flexible. You can decide when and where you want to work. You might be like dropping your kids off to to the class. At that time, you can be in the car and work. So that is your working, which will never happen in other businesses. Okay, in the traditional businesses, and you don't have any other headaches. Like you don't have to manage other employers, no inventory, no shipping, no traveling cost involved. But there is investment, which is very much understandable if you are doing a business, right? So that are the things that you can expect by being in this business like this. So that is all I think, Janseji. I think we covered almost all the points.
Yes, we did cover, I think, almost all of it.
Yeah.
Very well explained. And one more last question, I think, Sharon, you okay to explain, if anyone who is interested to join this business, what do they need to do?
So basically, you can actually go to Jansi Chechi, Praisi, or Nisha, or myself. we will be able to guide you through the automated system for you to get all the information. Okay, first of all, we will be registering with your name and email address, and to give you access to our webinars and stuff like that. Okay, you get all the information, and then, as I already mentioned, there is a payment of 149, which is a 30-day money back guarantee. You get all the opportunity, all the information that you want to know, everything in detail about this opportunity. Okay, then you can decide whether this is your cup of tea or not. If you are interested, the next thing is, like, you will have a one-to-one coaching call with me, and I will explain more in detail whatever doubts that you have. If you are not interested, you'll get your full money refund. That's it.
Okay. I think you have explained everything. And thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the viewers who are watching us today. And a special thank you to Praisy, Nisha, and Sharon. I know you are very busy, but you still find time for me and my viewers to explain what is this business about. Thank you so much for coming, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.